Guys, I just want to start off by apologizing for not uploading last week. I've just been really busy. This past entire week I basically would get back from work, sleep, wake up, go to work. I was in a bunch of meetings. I had training and whatnot. So I know it's still not an excuse, but I just want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed, followed, and liked videos on the channel. It really does go a long way. And if it's your first time stopping by and you do enjoy the video, do make sure to like and subscribe. But on to what I'm actually here to talk about. So I want to talk about how much lateral force you could do with this car stock. So just, you buy it and you want to take it to the autocross and you want to see what the limits are of the car, what you can do with that. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, I have just a standard C7 Z06. When I say standard, it has like a couple options, but it doesn't have the Z07 package. And the reason that's relevant to this video is because the Z07 package comes with the Pilot Sport Cup 2s. So with those, you're going to get a bit more grip. What's not going to change is you do have the carbon ceramics on there, but that's not going to affect your lateral force. At least not at all. Well, not to the point where it's going to matter, because rotational force of the rotor could cause like a little bit of excess pull on the car, but besides that, it's not going to be too much, like I said. But anyways, going from that, so I went to Monterey Car Week a few weeks back, and we had the chance to go on the autocross track out there over in Marina. And I had the chance to take this car out and see what I could do with it. So the first run, I'm going to have a little PDR recording down here in the bottom, was my cousin. And he just kind of messed around with the car. He wasn't really trying to see how much lateral force he could put on the car before it would give way. And after he did his run, I went ahead and I got into the driver's seat and I was going to do my run. And before I start this, so keep in mind this car has it has the Super Sports on it, and then it came stock. So with that in mind, I went ahead and did my first run. I pulled out and then I was going approximately like 60 miles per hour and I started taking a turn. I slowed down to about 45 and increased the steering angle to 230 degrees. At 230 degrees, I was pulling, according to the PDR recording, 1.25 Gs. And I don't know how accurate the PDR is in this car, but my guess is it's a little bit off, because sometimes it'll say I'm pulling 1.25 and it feels nowhere near as much as it was in this video. So it could be more, it could be less. I'm going more towards the less, because 1.25 on these tires and at that speed is a lot. And maybe the car can really do it, but going from other videos I've seen of autocross and everything and what the car was able to do, and what it would average, it wasn't quite that much. That being said, so I took that turn and I had traction control on. So the car was doing 1.25 throughout that whole turn, and I was approximately 230 degree steering angle, 45 miles per hour. Now I was maxing out the meter on this car, so it could be able to do more, it could be able to do less, like I said, because of the calibration. Now what I did want to try after that was I went ahead and turned traction control off. I wanted to see how much I could do without the traction control. And keep in mind, this car has a crazy amount of traction control systems. So besides the ELSD, you still have like the braking, the engine management, all those other systems helping you basically pull as much lateral force as possible before the car gives out. That being said, as soon as I turned traction control off, I tried to do the same exact turn. The car gave out right away. So the ELSD was doing some work in that turn. How much, I can't really tell you, because I didn't have the display up, and there is a display in this car. If you have it in, I believe, the track mode, and then you pull up one of the performance settings, you can actually see how much power is being diverted from one tire to the other. I can't pull it up on the PDR, unfortunately, after the event, but if I had it up on the dash, I would have been able to tell. Although I don't know if I would have looked down to tell exactly how much it was. But just something I wanted to point out, if you do own the car, you could see how much power is being diverted to one tire to correct the slide. So that being said, I just wanted to put that out there for anyone who owned the car and they were wondering how much they could do with the Super Sports. And another thing is, I really recommend taking your car out to the autocross, just because it gives you a better idea of what your car is capable of, or what you're able to do with it. And, as good of a driver as you are, it's always good to just get an idea and get a feel for the car. So besides that, that's all I really want to talk about today. And like I said, if you did enjoy the video, do make sure to comment and subscribe. and like. It'll really go a long way for me, and I do appreciate it. I will see you guys next time.